In our last life, we were studying this text. So now we are coming back to this text. And we finished, I think, 3-4 verses at the beginning, which talked about how difficult it is to have a human birth. And how, even if we have a human birth, how difficult it is to have the desire to be free. Even if you have the human birth and accidentally you got the desire to be free, how difficult it is to find the right guru, teacher. Teacher doesn't mean one teacher. Teacher means parampara. That is what it means here. Because the days of one teacher are gone now. Those teachers were, as I explained last time or the time before, those teachers were endangered species. The Shishyas are also endangered species. So now it is more of connecting to and being with a parampara, because that's where there is safety. The safety of the lineage is something which is very important and cannot be underscored. So these three things are called the 3 M's. Manushyatvam, Mumukshutvam, Mahapurusha Samshrayah. And the verse after that said, somehow one get crashed into having a human body. Some punya worked overtime and one was supposed to be incarnated into a buffalo, but suddenly the human karma came up. Born a human being. Alas, with buffalo samskaras. Possible. So, labdhva kathanchit narajanma durlabham tatrapi pumstvam. Pumstvam means, doesn't mean male body. Wrong way to interpret that. Pumstvam means manliness or manly qualities. Manly qualities doesn't have to do with men. Just like womanly qualities doesn't have to do with women. So this is, if we look at a stereotypical situation where the gender, like certain things are associated with certain genders. Man means, what is the first thing that comes to mind? A go-getter. Doesn't lack self-confidence, is able to go everywhere, has confidence. Maybe because of the way they were brought up, all these things, nature, nurture, everything comes. Woman means, what are the stereotypical qualities associated with women? Compassion. There will be many uncompassionate women and there will be many, what is that called? Compassionate men. And there will be many courageous and self-confident women and many unself-confident men. So again, this is what is pumstvam, is not because one is born a man, no. The quality, because see, Vedanta needs a certain enterprising nature. Enterprising means I have to think outside the box. Outside the box of the notions of bondage. I have to be a little more enterprising. I have to make room in my life and I have to be willing to go against the grain. This is what is called pumstvam. Tatrapi pumstvam shrutipara darshanam, meaning even though all these qualities you have, you still have not gone to gain the guru, gain this knowledge. So therefore, what? It's as good as committing a polite suicide. If I don't treat myself to this knowledge, I'm dying a slow death by my own hands. No one else is responsible. I can't say, I'm not gaining this knowledge, the guru is not choosing me. Guru is not supposed to choose you. This is not a high school dance, where somebody wants to be chosen. No, you are supposed to seek the teacher. The teacher does not seek the student in any tradition you look. Who approaches who? Guru does not approach, Shishya approaches the Guru. So this is where we have stopped. And then Then we have a very long discussion, almost up till verse 34 in the original book, on the fourfold qualifications, which I am going to skip. Because at the end of the 6-month course, if we are doing fourfold qualifications, how to study Vedanta, then everybody will feel depressed. All right? So I think it's better to skip and go to a little more, a little more of an idea of what this text talks about and what is the beauty of this text we will understand. Of course, it also talks about the fourfold qualifications in a very nice way, but I'm going to skip that. Okay, so then let us see where we are.
We chant the prayer.
Which prayer?
For the first person.
We'll chant all of that, but first I have to, what's that? Locate myself. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we are finished the third verse, yeah.
The fourth.
Third verse according to this, and fifth verse according to the main book, because we skipped something. Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Gocharam Tamagocharam Govindam Paramanandam Sadgurum Pranatosmyaham. Before we go to the interesting part, we will quickly look at verses 6 and 7 in the main text and 4 and 5 in the selected verses text. Pathantu shastrani yajantu devan kurvantu karmani bhajantu devataha Atmaikya bodhena vina vimuktihi na siddhyate brahma shatantarepi Chittasya shuddhaye karma Natu vastu palabdhaye Vastu siddhir vicharena Na kinchit karma kotibhihi Ato vicharah kartavyah Jignasoratmavastunah Samasadya daya sindhum Gurum brahma viduttamam So the first one we chanted says Pathantu, may the people study, plural, imperative, note. May the people study. Study what? Shastrani. Here means first portion of the Veda. Let them study. And also if they study the second portion of the Veda from an academic standpoint. Somebody said there was a book. What is the book? Vedanta, Shankara Vedanta Shabda Kosha. A Kosha means a dictionary. Shabda Kosha, dictionary. A dictionary of words used by Adi Shankaracharya. Useful, no doubt. But then If you are only interested in the words and not their meanings, then it becomes an academic enterprise. So, Pathantu Shastrani, yes, study all you want, grammar, etc., etc. And again in Bhaja Govindam, Nahi Nahi Rakshati, Dukring Karane. Dukring means this grammar rules. The root cringe, that is the thing, that is Paninian root. It has a do in front of it, a indicatory letter do. And what does the do? Yeah, the do does something very important. The do the syllable do shows that it's going to behave in a certain way to bring about certain words like kritrimam. Kritrimam means false, falsely done, artificial. Kritrimam pushpam means artificial mango. No, flower. Yeah. Testing. Yeah. So, artificial flower. Kritrimam. To no other words, this trimam you cannot add to anybody else. You have to add it only to the words which have this do in front. Much ado about nothing, you may think, but Panini doesn't think that. For Panini, it makes logical sense. So, how much to study grammar? Grammar is in the aid of the vision, not the other way around. So, Pathantu Shastrani. And then similarly, Yajantu Devan, all kinds of yajnas, all kinds of pujas, parayanas, meditations are all included here. Then, yajnas, also included are purta karmas. Ishta karma brings in purta karma. What is purta karma? Purta karma means reaching out karma. Annadanam, building temples, building chhatralayas, building ashrams, giving a place of rest to people who are traveling, building what are those called chowtries. Places, even now in India, you can go from the south to the north on a pilgrimage without spending a penny. Possible. Because you pay forward. I mean, it's already paid for you wherever you go. And if you can't pay, it's okay, they don't ask. Of course, you're not going to get what is that? Dal makhni and all those things. What will you get? One packet of sambar rice, one packet of curd rice. You'll get in the south. In the north, you'll get puri sabji. That's what, or roti something. Dal. That's what you'll get. But it's still possible. You bring your own rolled up bedding, like a carpet or something that you carry. They'll give you place to sleep. Water is there. Everything is there. You do your darshan of the various things possible. So some person has built it. Here also in Rishikesh, nobody goes hungry because there are many anna kshetras where food is distributed. So Yajantu Devan includes these kinds of activities also because they do it out of a bhakti for Bhagavan. They don't do it just like that. Bhagavan is very much involved. So all your karmas of the study of the Shastras and the prayers of various types, mental prayer, physicalized prayer, verbal prayer, all this, then all this is there. Then what else do people do? Kurvantu karmani. Kurvantu karmani means keep on doing all kinds of karmas for the sake of what? Results of karma. No other reason. So they keep on doing this, and bhajantu devataha, and the various devatas become the topic of worship. Subject matter of worship are the various devatas. Bhajantu devataha. So atmaikya bodhena. Bodha, understanding, assimilation of what? Atma aikyam. Aikya means ekasya bhava. The pratyaya is called shyanj. The sh goes away, goes away, all that is there is ya. Shyanj. So, and then there is the vriddhi of the first syllable. So, vriddhi of A is what? Show me at least.
With you?
A. I. Oh, yeah. That's fine. So, I. So A ka becomes I. And then the ya is added at the end from that shanj. So that ya comes Aikya. Oneness. Eka, one. Aikya, non-dual oneness. Atma Aikya Bodham. The oneness of the Atma, which is what? Brahman, which is everything. Sarvatma Jnanam. Atmaikya Bodham. The oneness of the Atma, which is the source of this entire universe. Vina means without that, you take that away, then what? And even though you're doing all these other things, what are you doing? Studying the Shastra, studying grammar, and digging wells, building houses for people, and doing all kinds of things, doing all kinds of karmas. Without this one thing, which is Atma Aikya Bodham, the vision of no division. That is basically Atma Aikya Bodham. Vina, without that, Vimuktihi, freedom from samsara. Freedom from so-called samsara is what? Nasiddhyati, is not accomplished. Oh, maybe not today, but tomorrow I will get it. If I keep doing karma, tomorrow I will get knowledge somehow. So this is like a de-addiction verse, because if one is addicted to karma. So how do you tell somebody who is addicted that from this addiction, because people tell themselves all kinds of stories. They will say, actually after a few glasses of alcohol, I think very clearly. people tell this to themselves. Yeah, even though it's not true. But maybe it is true in their case because, because they are used to that somehow. No, I think very clearly after a few glasses of alcohol or after smoking this drug, my mind is just very one with everything. People say like this. But it is a kind of a self-delusion. It is not true at all. So therefore here the person is addicted. So we are talking to an addict. Who is the addict? Everybody is the addict. What is one addicted to? Samsara. What is samsara? Some sorrow or the other. Okay? That is samsara. The addiction is samsara. Yeah. Some sorrow or the other is samsara. I am addicted to that. Oh, don't tell me I am addicted to sorrow. How can I be addicted to sorrow? You must be out of your mind. Nobody wants sorrow. Nobody wants sorrow, that's true. But one keeps recreating drama in one's life. That's why we have an expression, drama king, drama queen. That is what it is. And if there is no drama, suddenly panic comes. Somebody said to me, I'm feeling anxious. I said, why? What happened? What happened? Nothing happened. Then why are you anxious? Because nothing is happening, nothing bad is happening, so therefore I'm anxious. Maybe something bad will happen later on. I said, of course something bad will happen later on, that's life. The good and the bad keeps going and coming. But you are not in the spell, but that people don't understand. So the drama, and then if there is no drama, for 3 days straight, there is so much agitation for some people that they will create a drama so that it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. As students of Vedanta, what should we do? Drop the D in drama. What is left? Drama. Kya baat hai. Very nice. That is what we have to do. And this is what here it is. Atma Aikya Bodham means dropping off the drama, reveling in Rama. That's really what it is. Rama means Ishvara. Ishvara means my own nature. No other Ishvara is there other than my own nature. So, Atma Aikya Bodhena Vina, without this Bodha, without this understanding which is assimilated, lived understanding, Vimuktihi na siddhyati. This freedom is never gained. Oh, maybe not today, tomorrow, day after, maybe next year, maybe after 3.5 year course. No. Here the de-addiction, this is a de-addiction verse. And it says, Brahma Shatantare Api. Brahma here is not Brahman, it's Brahmaji, whose one day is equal to what? One full kalpa here. Yes. So, the one daytime of Brahmaji is kalpa, and then the night time of Brahmaji is pralaya. So imagine 100 days of Brahmaji. Even one day we can't imagine. 8th chapter of Bhagavad Gita says, by the time Brahmaji wakes up, he doesn't need to read the paper because he is the creator, he knows what's going on, and has a cup of coffee and says, I'll go for a walk. Comes back from the walk, has his lunch. By that time, so many yugas have gone here. 1,000 yugas, I think, have gone. So, like this, the 100 days of Brahmaji is equal to billions of yugas in this universe. So, even if billions of yugas come and go without self-knowledge, without the knowledge of oneness of the Atma, myself, with everything in the universe, there is no mukti. This is a very important de-addiction. See, this is very, very important. So then, that is the vimuktihi na siddhyati brahma shatantarepi. And then, okay, so what should I do as a result? Should I give up all karma and should I just sit? No, that's not the idea. What is the idea then? So continue to do karma with an understanding that it is for my self-growth. Chitta Shuddhi is the Sanskrit word for emotional maturity. Chittam. Chitta here is not Sat Chit. What is Chitta here? Chittam. Chittam means the emotive faculty. And it's very volatile. Somebody looked at me, oh, that person is angry, that person is sad, that person is, upset with me. How did you come to this conclusion? They made a face. Maybe they were trying to stop a sneeze. Have you considered that? Yeah. Because when the sneeze is about to come, you make faces. You are trying to anticipate them. And just then this person walked, thinking, oh, yesterday he or she was my friend. Today they are making faces at me. Like this, so many friendships are lost. And one lady came to me, she had a friend from 25 years. And she said that she met that lady in the market, not market, what is it called? Mall. She met that lady in the mall. Incidentally, what is the spelling of mall? M-A-U-L. Okay, where you go to get mauled of your pocketbook. That's what, of your wallet. Yeah. Anyway, she went to the mall, saw her friend she had not seen for some time, and then what happened? The friend just went like this with a glazed look, passed her by. And this lady had a tsunami in her heart. Hey, what happened? How could she do this? Never talking to her children, to her grandchildren, to anybody. Very upset. How could she ignore me? What happened? Came and talked to me. She said she was very upset. What is going on? Where is the world coming to? The world is ending. I said, it's not ending. Just because you want it to end, it's not going to end. I said, just pick up the phone and call. Be the bigger person. Okay, there might be some other reason. And that lady said, she was very happy to hear from her when she phoned right in front of me because she said, I'm not doing it by myself. You be here. I said, okay, phone just now. And that lady said, I'm very happy to hear from you. And then what happened? She said, what happened? Why didn't you acknowledge me in the mall the other day? And she said, I'm having very bad eyesight. And I did not wear my glasses, I left them at home. See, just over a pair of glasses. The vision of no division took a hit here. Yeah. So, like this. So, therefore, the karma becomes important for emotional growth. Why? What is the connection between karma and emotional growth? Because I direct the karma not towards karma phala, but towards chitta shuddhi, the cleansing of the raga dveshas within the heart. That is why I do the karma, because when the karma is done for the sake of karma phala, there is more of a sense of bondage. But when karma is done for self growth, the bondage loosens. The notion of bondage loosens. So, chittasya shuddhaye karma. The karma is not going to give you this knowledge, but karma becomes an auxiliary means to achieve a mental infrastructure and a framework through which this knowledge, gaining of this knowledge, assimilation of this knowledge becomes easy. Chittasya shuddhaye karma, natu vastu upalabdhaye. Not for gaining of the vastu. What is vastu? Object. Not object. Atma. Atma vastu. The word vastu in Sanskrit means what? Thing. The only thing, according to the Jnanis, according to the Upanishads, according to the Bhagavad Gita, the only thing being worth being called a thing is Atma, Brahman. Everything else is no thing. Avastu. This alone is Vastu. But what do? We surround ourselves with Avastu and we think the more Avastu I have, the more secure I am, the more happy I am, the more merry I am, more safe I am. This is what it is. Avastu plus Avastu plus Avastu plus Avastu, what does it give? Avastu. Nothing and lot of nothing is what? Nothing. Little bit of nothing? Nothing. That's all it is. So, everything else is no thing. It's not worth being called a thing. Vastu means Atma Vastu. This alone is the only thing to know, which is happens to be yourself, which is without a second. And so this is what is. This is where I change the karma intentionally to make myself understand that I am doing this karma for the sake of emotional growth. How does the karma give emotional growth? Because I have to let go of the results of action, don't I? I have to let go of the results. I can't say, I have made this wonderful food, but you can't have it because I don't like you. I'm going to give it to somebody else. I can't say that. So I grow because the raga dveshas don't have a place to play and to have their skit out in the open. They have to calm down. So therefore growth happens. Calming down happens. The more I calm down, the more I become ready for this knowledge. Vastu siddhi, the gaining of the vastu, vicharena, through self-enquiry. Self-enquiry is not enquiry all by myself. No. Self-enquiry is karmani shashti, the enquiry for which the object is the self. The subject matter of which enquiry is the self. It's not the self doing the enquiry. It's not kartari. It's not in that sense. It's karmani. The enquiry for which the self is the subject matter. Self-enquiry, only this kind of a studied self-enquiry, chittasya shuddhaye karma, natu vastu upalabdhaye, vastu siddhihi vicharena. What about a little karma, kinchit karma, little bit karma? Na kinchit karma, not even by a little bit of karma you get the vastu. Koti bhihi, even a little bit of vastu you don't get by crores and crores. How much is crore? I don't know. 1 trillion, 1 billion, 10 billion. I don't know how much it is. 1 crore. How much is that?
10 million.
10 million.
10 billion.
Million.
10 million.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So koti means 10 million. So here several 10 millions. So billions of karma you do, you don't even get a tiny bit of Atma. Why? Because the Atma is whole, it cannot be made into bits, number one. And the second thing is that the karma is for Atma Shuddhi, Antahkarana Shuddhi, not for this, the gain of this knowledge. चित्तस्य शुद्धये कर्म न तु वस्तूपलब्धये वस्तुसिद्धिः विचारेण न किञ्चित् कर्म कोटिभिः. Therefore, what I have to do? Atah, now finally we are coming to the point. Atah, therefore, vicharah kartavyah. May one really embrace this enquiry. Who is this? Jignasu, the one who is desirous of knowing oneself. The one who has ascertained, I really want this thing more than anything else in life. And that ascertainment can take what?
Ages.
Lifetimes. You can say days, you can say months, weeks, days, weeks, months, years, lifetimes. Last life, gone. I got the G of the Jignasu. Other two syllables, missed it. I got the G. This time I got the Gya. So may be coming next 2-3 lifetimes later. It happens. And we shouldn't think that this lifetime I have been born a human being. Some people think, it's because of this, what was that man's name? The monkey to human being? Darwin. Yeah, because of Darwinian, thinking. People think that even the Darwinian evolution is not the same as karmic evolution. So just because I have a human life, don't think that I shouldn't think. Nobody should think that one is going to be born a human being in next life also. What is the guarantee? No. If I have a human body but I am behaving like a dog, then next life, right, the streets of the what is that? The Ganga Road. Right outside the ashram, I'll be begging for food. And I will play with every jignasu coming out for a walk. But myself, I have lost that. Why? Because in the last life, I was very territorial. Anybody asked for anything, instead of giving it to them or instead of letting go, I went protected the territory. This is what happens. Pujya Swamiji used to always give this example. Once I went to him, I said I was doing some work for him, and that involved going to people and getting some things, addresses and names and all that. We were going to have a conference. And then 1 month I struggled. Asked them nicely, went to their offices, sat down, sent them gifts, said, please give this. Never came. And then when Pujya Swamiji came to Delhi from the United States, he came for a few days before going to Anekatti. I went and saw him. I was in Delhi at that time, and I went and saw him, and I said, I want to see you and I want to talk about this. So then I told him this is what is happening. Then somehow I asked the question, why are people so territorial, Swamiji? This is what it just came out. He thought about it like this. He put his hands, very characteristic position sometimes. He would go like this. Then he would go with his beard like this. Like this. With his eyes half closed, he sat. I thought he's going to say something, like some Upanishad is going to drop from his mouth. And it did. But then he surprised and said, there's only 2 possibilities. I said, what? Either they were dogs in their last life, or they're getting ready to become dogs in their next life. So then this is the Doggo Upanishad, okay? That is why one is dogged. So don't think just because I have a human life, oh, I'm all set, next life also human life. No. Next life, some other karmas may come forward. Why? Because some other desires have taken hold, and it's not that the last desire that decides the next birth. It's the strongest desire that decides the next birth. And if the strongest desire is I want to be an alpha person, okay, be an alpha dog next time. Yeah. One growl and all the other dogs run away on the streets. Possible? So therefore, here it says, don't wait. Don't think that this is this human janma is precious. It's not going to repeat itself. How do you know it's going to repeat itself immediately? It may be a long time before the karmas which give the human body come into fructification. They are there, no doubt, but Bhagavan is the karma phaladata. And so you don't know which one will come. So therefore, what should the jignasu do? So the jignasuhu atma vicharah kartavyah, atma vastunah vicharah kartavyah. On part of the jignasu, what should be done? Atma vastunah, of the atma vichara, inquiry. Oh, I should pick up a book of Upanishad, or I should sit on a rock and say, who am I, who am I? No. Samasadya, having approached. Samasadya, who? Gurum, having approached the Guru. Gurum samasadya, asadya, approaching. Samyak asadya, having properly approached. What is properly approached? Vidhivat. There is a vidhi for everything. You don't say, yo Guru, and slap the Guru on the back. How about a class right now? You don't do that. Even after Atma Jnanam, Brahma Sutra says, even if you have Atma Jnanam, you don't go and just, say, yo teacher, how's it going? What's happening? No, you keep that same formality out of respect because you're still in this body. Cognitively, you are one with the Guru. You know that, Guru knows that. You don't have to enact that. What is enacted is this Vidhivat Upasadanam. And the Vidhivat Upasadanam is taught very beautifully in the Mundaka Upanishad. You come to first one has to be honest with oneself that I have what it takes to study and I have what it takes, and that intellectual honesty. And maybe the person feels, maybe I don't have what it takes, it's okay. But it's important to recognize that. Maybe I don't have what it takes to get this knowledge, but I'm willing to try and gain whatever it takes along the way. That honesty must be there. Because if I start thinking, I already know, then even if Brahmaji comes as Guru and teaches, nothing will come. Because I have concluded. What have I concluded? I already know. And then on the other side of the continuum, if I say I'll never learn anything ever again, that also is very harmful to gaining of this knowledge. So jignasuhu jignasoho atmavastunah vicharah kartavyah. How? Samasadya gurum. Having approached the Guru properly. What is properly? Properly means taking if the Guru is a grihastha, taking a bunch of twigs. You don't cut down a tree. You gather the twigs that have fallen. And the name for the twigs is Samit. Samit Panihi. It's not that I'm taking the twigs to the teacher. The twigs is, if the Guru is a grihastha, the twigs is for daily Agnihotra, daily yajna. And the daily yajna the Guru has to do, because the Guru happens to be a married Guru. So therefore, I'm helping out. I'm ready to do what it takes. so that you are free to teach. I would like to help. That's why the word seva along with another word is used together. What is that? Shushrusha. Shushrusha in vernacular language also means seva. But in Sanskritam, Shushrusha, Shrotum Ichha, Shushrusha. Desire to hear. So you can't just stand in front of the Guru, open mouth, thinking, oh, now they'll say something now. I'll just stand. It looks awkward. And the Guru will also kick you out very soon. So therefore you busy yourself doing something, in the hope that if you are around the teacher, some knowledge you will get. That is the idea. Before there used to not be classes, 8:30 class and 4:30 class and all this. It used to be there, but a lot of things happened informally. You learnt a lot just by being with the Mahatma and also by studying with the Mahatma. This is how it was. Samasadhya Gurum. What kind of Guru? Two qualifications are listed, two qualities of the Guru. One is Daya Sindhum. Daya Sindhum means Dayanandam. No, Daya Sindhum, the ocean of compassion. The Guru is considered to be the ocean of compassion because they don't have to teach. They don't have to teach. Ocean of compassion. And the epitome of compassion, the ocean of compassion, and then Brahmavit Uttamam. Brahmavidam Uttamam. The foremost among the knowers of Brahman. Who says? The Brahmavids say, you don't say. Other people in the Guru circle recognize her or him as someone great. That should be the idea. This is how you approach, and then this is the segue before the fourfold qualifications are this thing. Now we are going to make a leap, a big leap. Okay. Now we go to verse 33. Ukta sadhana sampannaha tattva jignasuraatmanaha upasidet gurum pragyam yasmat bandha vimokshanam ukta sadhana sampannaha endowed with 33 verse 33 32 yeah. So ukta sadhana sampannaha, endowed with these aforementioned qualifications. What are the qualifications? The ones we skipped. Okay, the ones we skipped studying because we wanted to still be in a good mood, and instead of talking about basic stuff at the end of the course, so let's go a little bit faster, I said, so we skipped that. So all those qualifications, what are they? Shama, Dama, Uparati, Titiksha, Shraddha, Samadhanam, and then Viveka, Vairagya, Mumukshutvam. All 9 qualifications. The one who has completely cultivated and endowed Ukta Sadhana Sampannaha. So Ukta Sadhanena Sampannaha. Ukta Sadhana Sampannaha. So the one that is endowed with all these qualities, and Tattva Jignasuhu Atmanaha. So the one who is endowed with the qualities, and then the one who wishes to know the Tattva, the truth of oneself. Atmanaha Tattvaha. Atmanaha Tattvasya. Atmanaha Tattvasya Jignasuhu. Tattva Jignasur Atmanaha. Then Upasidet. May one approach Gurum Pragyam. A person, a Guru who knows. Pragya means Jnani. May one approach a Jnani. Why should I approach the Jnani? Well, Yasmat, from whom there is bandha vimokshanam, freedom from the notion of bondage. What is the Guru? The Guru is the one that disabuses you of the belief that you are sinking in an ocean of samsara. By revealing that the so-called ocean of samsara is but a notion of samsara. That is Guru. And Daya Sindhu means she or he is trying to solve a problem that doesn't exist. At least for them, the problem doesn't exist. Oh, I'm bound. I do terrible samsara. Very, very sorry. I'm a samsari. Terrible things are happening to me. Help. And from the standpoint of the Guru, it really almost doesn't make sense. But still, the person is an ocean of knowledge. Why doesn't it make sense? Because think of it. It's like this. The person comes in very agitated. Imagine, visualize a person very agitated, jumping up and down. I've been bitten by a snake. Dashtoham. Dashtoham. I've been bitten. And then all the people are worried. Been bitten. Quickly you have to apply tourniquet, get antidote, everything. So they say where? Because the fang marks are very distinctive. So they examine the whole hands, legs, they examine the body, no fang marks. Then they have to do the next best thing. Show me the snake at least, because then we can look at what kind of antidote to get. Show me the snake. Come with me outside. What does this Brihaspati show? What does this person show? A rope. The person says this is, and the rope which has 3 bends lying on the grass outside. The person says, this is the one that bit me. So, immediately, the person who is with this person knows what is happening. There's some problem, correct? Naturally, there's a perceptual problem. Not only did the person think the rope was a snake, the person imagined that that rope got up. The rope got up and bit this fellow, the person thinks. So there is on 2 levels, there is a adhyasa, mistake. How do you do this? What do you it's not enough to say that this is not a snake. That is operation number 1, to say this is not a snake. And then operation number 2 is to say this is a rope. This is in terms of the teaching. Neti, 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 iti, iti, iti. Do you see the whole thing? The neti, neti removes ajnanam. The iti, iti reinforces what one already is, what one knows inside deeply to be. But even before those 2 happens, the Guru is a psychologist. Really has to be. No choice. Guru is a psychologist. The Guru has to tap the fellow on the back and says, yes, a terrible snake. Terrible. I come inside. I'm going to give you a balm. You poor thing. Oh, it bit here also? Okay, it doesn't matter. And then the Guru will tell, go kill that snake. How dare it bite this wonderful student? Go kill that snake. And then the other devotees go and make some noise with a stick on the floor. Exactly how the mother approaches the child. A child that is just becoming a toddler, learning how to walk, falls down, cries. And the mother says, this floor made you fall? And the child goes, yeah, this floor made me fall. And the mother hits the floor. Bad floor. Why did you make my baby cry? Why did you make my baby hurt? And the child feels very validated. Immediately an instant therapy, validated. And then forgets all about it. And the next time it falls, it will do the same thing. It won't even wait for the mother this time. It will do self-therapy. It will say, bad. It will not even know how to talk. It will beat the floor and say, you are bad. And it will come back to itself. Similarly, the Guru deals with the inner child. That's why the Guru is described as an ocean of compassion. Guru has to deal with it, no choice. So the inner child means what? We'll see tomorrow. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. Catch. This I'm afraid, but nonetheless. I think it's very. Shall I try? Okay, there we go. Yeah, this is easier. Catch that. The nicest one of all. There is more here. People don't have to feel different. Very nice text, this Vivekachudamani. Beautiful. Om Namah Shivaya. More we'll see tomorrow.